everyone, welcome to the Restaurant Show. Hope everyone's having a great summer so far. And today we're going to add to the fun. We're going to actually go over to Gillan's. We're going to check out some of their great appetizers and oyster shooters. Then we're going to go over to Park Plaza and visit with Executive Chef Hugo Lee and check out one of his beautiful new summer dishes. And then we're going to finish up with, of course, dessert. Some delicious creamy key lime pie from the Salty Dog. So stay tuned. We've got a lot of great eating ahead. Welcome to the Restaurant Show, and I have two of the head guys, and I know they probably go back and forth a lot, right? Over at Gillan's. Yeah, we got the main two people from the front and the back of the house. We have Chef Robert, and we have the manager, the front of the house manager, Mark here, and we are going to go oyster shooting.
Well, we're not only
yet.
good food.
Yes,
We've got great drinks too.
So we're going to give a little bit of everything here, which I'm so excited. And you know, obviously, it is close to the end of local oyster season.
Yeah, May 15th.
May 15th. Yeah, I mean, it's like literally right around the corner. So what do we have here? And I know you guys probably have some great oysters coming in then.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, today we brought some local oysters with us, already shucked.
So good.
Apalachicola oysters as well, but we get anything from James Rivers in Virginia to Blue Points and from Delaware, and
they all have a little bit different flavor to them, don't they?
Yeah, different brininess, different, like some are a lot more meaty texture to them.
Absolutely, or bigger.
Yeah, and the Apalachicolas tend to be a pretty good mid-ground, not too salty, not too chewy.
Right.
So,
I love this brininess though of the locals. So
and
you need to get into Gillan's while you can.
Yeah, it's coming to an end.
It is. It really is. Okay, so show us. Okay, what do you want? Do you want to show us how to shuck first?
We'll show Mark will show how to shuck while he's making the fresh oyster shooters.
I'll show you how to make our
Tell me what an oyster shooter is for those of you who don't know.
Oyster shooter.
I mean, I've
really
never done one.
is our homemade Bloody Mary mix.
Oh, great.
Just
so you
like
guys make your own?
back of the house, everything's
let's
made
show
from
that
scratch.
in here. Let me grab that really quick and let me show these guys. So is there no ice in here right now?
No ice
right?
now.
So straight, this is your own mix. So
Yes.
if you're at home, you could use
secret
one.
recipe.
Yeah, you can, obviously can't get theirs. You got to go there for theirs. But if you're at home trying this, definitely you can use whatever you want. Yeah.
And the only variation we do is we add a little bit of cocktail to it.
Again, homemade. That's
Homemade
your recipe.
cocktail.
Absolutely, I
And so
love
all
it.
that really does is just thicken it up.
Oh yeah.
So
It smells so good. I love the horseradish in it. I can already smell it. It's so good.
That's always in there. Horseradish is key to all oysters.
So we're doing a stir, just a good old stir.
Just
okay.
a good old stir, just to thicken it up a little bit. And next step is you want to rim your glass with some spicy.
Let's do that. Let's just show how. What do you just ran the lemon right around there?
Lemon
show
right
that
around
again
there.
real quick so we can see how. So you don't have to dip it in anything,
No.
because I know like margarita, the thought of a margarita and
You
whatnot.
dip the lime juice.
Right.
This makes it just a lot easier and an even better flavor, really.
I like the tanginess of it.
And just a little rim like that.
Great.
Of the homemade base seasoning as well.
Oh, and this is your recipe too.
Absolutely.
Guys, I love it. I mean, that's what makes it special there.
That is what is unique about us. There's no question.
Because you brought this on before with some of the fish that we've cooked
Yep.
on. Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Can you buy that at your restaurant?
I'm trying to get that going.
See?
I'm trying to start bottling it
guy.
up a little bit.
Absolutely, I'd buy some. All right.
And then the next step, you're just going to fill it about halfway because you want to leave a little room for the good stuff.
Because there's no alcohol in it yet.
No
Not yet.
alcohol yet.
And this is basically like a Bloody Mary.
A Bloody Mary?
I mean, it's the basis of a Bloody Mary, but now we're going to make it into an oyster shooter. Okay, got it.
Here comes the key ingredient.
Okay.
if
Show
you
them
don't-
right here. Show this camera
if you
here.
don't consider the alcohol the key ingredient.
Yes. Alcohol, whatever. Oyster. Oh, why do you make that look so easy?
Practice.
It's practice. Mark
That
has
is
shucked
fantastic.
And
plenty.
you just want to go like this.
And you scoop it off. God, I love. I just want to. I can
This
already
way.
taste the brininess, the
Get
saltiness. I
all
love
the
it.
juices goes right in there.
And it goes drops in, so we don't
Yeah.
even know what's in there. For
All the
pe-
brine, all the oyster.
Those of you that are nervous about doing one, you can't even see it. It's not like this. You can see it.
It's so funny how many people take pictures of themselves
Oh,
doing
yeah,
the shooter at
it's
the
crazy.
restaurant. Because it's a unique thing that
For us, it's not as much because we see it,
but
right?
people coming from up north, it's a
Yeah.
different thing.
Absolutely. Well, and now you're so good at this because you actually, or if it's not you, but you guys shuck them fresh at the bar.
No question.
Right?
Every single oyster is shucked fresh at the bar in front of you.
And
Just
I,
like this.
And I love how it's all set up because it's all set in that ice.
Yep.
And the oysters are right there on display. It's such an experience. Now, of course, if you're not at the bar, you can get a platter like this,
Most
right?
definitely, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I
Most
love
definitely.
the ice underneath.
Yeah.
I love that crunchy ice, and that you guys have that in your drinks too.
Yep, we do.
Love it.
We do.
I love it. Okay, so, all right, so we put in the oysters.
The oysters.
Okay.
And
Now-
then we have 3 different kinds, right,
I
Mark?
like spicy.
You like spicy, you're in luck.
There
we
you
have the
go.
Stoli.
Oh, so it's a pepper vodka.
Yes.
I love it, you
This
guys.
is the
See, we're always
spiciest
introducing new flavors in different genres, I guess you could say.
There you
Oh,
go.
that looks delicious.
And then the next.
For the not so peppery.
Yep, this is the citron.
Citron,
So it
okay.
gives it a little bit of a lemon.
Everyone's had something
Yes.
like just a lemony vodka.
Yes, exactly.
And of course, these are great, Absolute and Stoli. But you know, if you don't have a flavored vodka at home, can you just use regular vodka?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
absolutely.
Just squeeze
We
some
have a lot
lemon
of
in
people
it,
that
or
prefer
yeah,
that, to be honest with
absolutely.
you. This is kind of just a little less spicy than your Stoli.
Then the Stoli.
This would be an absolute.
So you're not killing it, but you're gonna
Nope.
shoot. I love it. All right, I know we're starting to run out of time, so I just want to make sure we touch base on some things. Now,
Yeah.
I noticed here you have
Yes.
these new things here. I'm gonna kind of put these up here.
This is Mark's brilliant idea.
I love it.
There is no shortage of oyster shells at the restaurant.
bet.
So Mark decided to write our business name and number on there, and it's a free drink token.
I love it.
If you find them laying around somewhere on the island, we're
Yep.
just kind of scattering them around, so keep your eyes peeled.
What a little nice surprise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you are a guest there also, right? You
Yes.
might
Yeah.
receive one.
And you
Absolutely.
can come in and try one of these wonderful oyster shooters for free.
I love it. And then happy hour. Now we've got him here. We've
Yes.
got the bar. You're at the bar.
The
We
man.
do happy
What-
hour.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your happy
It's
hour.
7 days a week,
Mm-hmm.
4 to 6:30. We do feature oysters on the half
Right,
show, are
okay.
75 cents each.
Oh, that's great.
Peel and eat local shrimp
Yeah.
are 40 cents each. We
You
have
can't beat it.
No, really can't.
I like
So
where it's a
it's-
cents each. I mean, right
Yeah,
there, you know it's
exactly.
good. It's not like a buck a piece, $2 a piece. They're going cents here. That's awesome.
Then we also have drink specials. We have $1.50 domestic drafts.
Oh, wow, that's great.
$3.50 for liquor drinks as well as
Love
house
it. So,
wine.
and I believe, is that throughout the whole restaurant, the
It's
bar?
throughout the entire restaurant,
restaurant.
outdoor
You
seating,
can't beat
everything.
that. And also remember, I know we touched base on it before. We'll get more into it next time. But they also started Sunday brunch, so
We
you guys
did.
have to go check that
We
out.
did. It's unique and delicious.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, you guys,
You're
for coming
welcome.
on. Remember, Gillan's a great place for fresh oysters, great atmosphere, mid-island. You can't beat it. And look for these all over the place. You know what I mean? So, all right.
All
Here we
right.
go. I got the
Cheers.
pepper one.
Cheers.
Cheers. And thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you. You're
Cheers,
welcome.
guys. Thank you so much, Bob. I really enjoy everything that you bring. And those oyster shooters, killer. Love them. All right, up next, I have Executive Chef Hugo Lee, and he's going to show us what they have going on this summer at Trattoria Divina. Hi everyone, welcome to the restaurant show, and we have got a beautiful, beautiful plate here, and of course made and prepared for us by Executive Chef Hugo Lee and his sous chef Charlie from Trattoria Divina, and this is summer on a plate. I love it. What is the name? Okay, give me the right name of
we
it.
got fresh black grouper
Okay.
with a Prosecco grape sauce.
With Prosecco grape sauce.
Sauce.
That's how chef says it. Sauce. I love it.
It's rested on fingerling potatoes, asparagus.
That's what's underneath it is
That's what's
fingerling potatoes and asparagus, and of course beautiful red grapes on top. And I'm guessing that you use this prosecco,
The Prosecco.
in the sauce. And we're lucky that they're actually going to show us how to make it and a little bit of the techniques and some different suggestions on it. And while they're making, of course, I have a lot of questions to ask about what's been going on at the restaurant. But let's go ahead and start making
Okay.
the entree
What you're gonna do? You put two or three tablespoons of olive oil,
of olive oil. Okay, okay.
and then
Beautiful.
you're gonna season the fish.
Okay, and now this is a piece of grouper.
This is a fresh local grouper.
Okay, wonderful. Now, any kind of, and what kind of seasoning are you using there?
Calgarian spice.
A Calgary spice. Yeah,
Calgary spice.
very, very nice, and I like it because it's a little. You can
It's a little
see the
flaky,
seasoning.
you can see,
Yeah,
you know.
I like that.
It will give you a little crust on the fish too.
And that's
Well,
important, is having that crust, because that's really going to seal in all those juices.
all those
Yeah.
juices.
All right, good deal. So that looks. And that's what size is that piece?
That's about 4 ounces, 5 ounces.
4 to 5 ounces, which is perfect. That's just enough.
That's just enough because sometimes you overwhelm, with too
Yes,
much portion.
and I think too that's the key to it, is the right portions, and also in cooking it, because if it's too big, it's going to take too long to cook it sometimes.
That one will take about 2 minutes cooking in pan sears.
Okay, 2 minutes to pans here. All right, and then what do we have going
And
here
then
while
what
that's
What
cooking?
you go here is you're gonna slice on
Let me
asparagus.
move these so they can see. Okay, nice bite-sized pieces in asparagus.
Otherwise, they will.
Now I noticed that's a thin asparagus. I like the thin better than the thick
Well,
one.
what happens when you cook them? I don't boil them first. I cook them straight to the pan.
Okay, no, don't boil them ahead of time because then they're just going to become too. Oh, I love this. You always use these beautiful fingerling potatoes. I love it.
Try to be organic, try to do something different.
Yeah.
Than to be using just
Now,
mashed potato and everything.
did you blanch these a little bit?
We blanch them
Okay.
for 2 minutes on boiling water and salt.
So when you're going to do something with the potato, you do want to cook that off just a little bit ahead of time, but not the asparagus because asparagus is something that's quick.
It's quick.
Yes.
So-
And can you tell me what that one is? Because I know some
That's a
people have
purple
never.
potato.
Purple potato, and you can get that at the grocery
You can
store.
get it at the grocery
And this
store.
is what it looks like.
That's what it looks like.
I love it. Okay,
So,
all right.
And then we're gonna remove the fish after it's done.
Okay,
Sear it.
we're gonna do both sides. Oh, that's gorgeous. See, I like how you can see the seasoning on there because I think sometimes when people season, if they're just using salt, pepper, you can't see it.
Yeah. And a lot of people use Montreal steak
Montreal steak
and
seasoning, yes.
It's too salty.
Ah,
So that's why I
okay.
look for something different.
Okay, beautiful.
So
Great.
you got a piece of fish there.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do the sauce with the.
You're gonna do the sauce.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So,
So
what do we do?
you do, you put 2 cloves of garlic.
Of garlic, okay.
So
Beautiful.
to deglaze the
Deglaze.
pan.
Okay, so deglazing, you guys. A lot of times, a recipe will call for deglazing after you've seared off your meat. So what? So deglazing is just what?
Deglazing means using the residues from the fish.
Yes, yes.
To concentrate the flavor on the sauce.
Ah, so you're not missing any bit of flavor.
No, you have to use it so you can get.
You
the
want it
flavor.
all in there.
Otherwise, will be a little plain.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and why lose that flavor? Right? It's
Yeah,
already
yeah,
there.
it's
You,
already there.
you paid for it.
So what you do, you put a little prosecco wine.
Prosecco wine. Okay.
Okay.
And that's the deglazing.
That's the deglazing.
That's the deglazing, guys. Okay.
So when you
smells
got
so
everything
good.
there, you just can put all the vegetables.
Oh. So the deglazing, what that does is by putting that the prosecco in there, it kind of gets all those little
All
nits,
together.
those little pieces
Yeah.
from the pan, and then now you're putting in your vegetables.
The potato will
Oh.
release a little bit of starch, so it will take the sauce too as well.
Very nice. Very, very
Okay?
nice. Good
You-
deal.
You're gonna season it. with
Okay.
Salt.
A little bit of salt, of course.
Little
Always,
bit of
always
salt.
have a little bit of salt.
We put a touch of lemon to
Yes.
give a little citrus. To
And it really, I always feel like the lemon or lime, it always brightens the
Yeah,
flavor.
it
It really
brings
brightens
flavor.
it out. Yeah,
And then you add the butter to it.
of course. I mean, if you have to, put the butter. I love, oh my
So, and that
gosh.
way you reduce everything together,
Yeah.
and it will come out.
How beautiful that is. And I know it's not that simple, but it is that simple if you just take the time to kind of think about what you're going to put together here. So now, how do we get to this beautiful piece here? Is that what you're going to build for me here now?
What you do is you just get the potatoes in the middle.
Okay. That is gorgeous. And I love how the purple potato sticks out. It really, it just gives a pop of color.
Yeah, instead of using a lot of mashed potato,
Yeah.
we try to look for something different. Organic vegetables,
I
herb
love
potato.
it, yeah. And sometimes mashed potatoes this time of year in the summer isn't really, it's just a little bit too heavy, I feel like sometimes.
That's what we do.
Okay,
We put the fish on top.
beautiful.
We get some fresh grapes.
Okay. And what a different thing because you're not cooking the grapes, but it adds nice bright flavor, color.
You're looking for the freshness
Yeah.
and a little crunchy to the.
Yeah,
bread,
I love it.
So what I do is warm it up on the.
Just warm it a little
sauce.
bit so it's not cold.
It's not
Putting
cold.
it on there.
Yeah.
I
And then he's
love it.
gonna drizzle.
Now
the-
tell me, while he's drizzling that, tell me about, you guys are busy.
Yeah, we're
It's
very
that
busy.
time of year and you are in a hot spot on the island. Reservations, what do I need to do?
We're required to have reservations so
Okay.
people won't get upset. to
Of
be
course,
waiting,
yeah.
And we always look for people to get better
Service,
like
yeah.
service.
Now, if I don't have reservations, I want to check it out. I know we're running out of time while he's building that. I can eat at the bar though,
Yeah,
too,
you
is
can
an
eat at the
option.
bar. We got early dining. We got small plates.
Oh, so if you're going in, or maybe if you're going to catch a movie, because you're over there in Park Plaza, if you're going to catch a movie, you can go in and get some small plates or early dining, which is a great deal. And you can check that out on their website too. But all right, so we're finishing up with that beautiful sauce, garlic. The color on there is gorgeous. And of course, you guys, please check them out. They're one of the new hot restaurants on the island and at the South End. And Executive Chef Lee and his staff are fantastic, and they're ready to serve you. They're ready to rock and roll. And don't forget, they have those beautiful homemade pastas. which I'm going to have to ask you again in the fall. We're going to hit on your butternut squash pasta.
I probably will.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you, sir. And we'll be back in just a moment. I love that, Cooper. I love the use of those grapes. And Chef Lee's always showing us some new things. That purple potato on my grocery list next time I'm going out. Up next, I have some beautiful key lime pie from Chef Earl Britton, and he's going to tell us what's going on down at the Salty Dog. Hey everyone, welcome back, and we have got one more key player in Restaurant Week. We've got Chef Herb with us from the Salty Dog down there at South Beach, and we're gonna actually talk lunch first because it's getting nice outside.
We've been spoiled.
Yeah, I'm like, 75 in January. Let's just hope it stays like that. But we've got some great specials, and I already love every single piece of food that you're going to put on this plate. I could just eat that waffle myself. What are you making today for us, Chef?
Well, we run this as our lunch special every once in a while, and people just, you kind of want one of those things. We've got the outside deck with everybody out there having
gorgeous
fun eating.
View. Yes.
So when you put a plate down that gets everybody else talking, it's like one of those things that we try to get going.
And then you also see people taking pictures of it.
Exactly.
And that makes me happy too.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
they're taking pictures of food. It's so great. All right, so let's go ahead and build it.
So I came up with this. It's the chicken and waffle sandwich.
Oh,
and
delicious.
We'll start building this. So we got one side of the
and
waffle.
This is a Belgian waffle.
Yep, we got our waffle makers. We make our batter and all that, and get it all crisp.
Oh, you make this waffle.
Yep, we make our waffles. Yep.
It's not a leg of my ego. No, this is
exactly. we do it the right way, I guess.
All right, good. Okay, so of course the beautiful chicken.
Gotta have the chicken fingers. So we've got our chicken tenders here.
And this is chicken breast, right?
Those are actually jumbo chicken tenders.
I love it.
So we hand bread those, and they're everybody loves them.
Yeah,
everybody loves them.
I already know that right now my kids would love this.
So to get this the slaw to kind of adhere to the sandwich a little bit.
Can I taste? What is this now?
This is our coleslaw dressing, and we make our coleslaw dressing with a little bit of our barbecue sauce that we make. And then for this special, we end up adding a little bit of honey to it to give it that chicken and waffle kind of sweetness.
It tastes like savory, like syrup that you put on waffles, but it's savory. I love it. Okay, keep going.
All right,
I'm ready
here we
to eat this.
So we've got our slaw right here.
Okay, so it's going to be a drier slaw. It's not a wet slaw.
Right. This will give it a little bit of crispness to it, so it's not sitting around too much. And we'll dress that a little bit.
Yeah. I would ask for some of that on the side.
Exactly. Well, it was actually a guest that told me that I think this needs a little bit more of a sauce. So I was kind of like, okay, well, I'll take it out of the coleslaw mix and add it to it afterwards.
Because
as a
then
sauce.
it would be soggy on top. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
So that offers that crunch. I love it. Okay.
Yep. So these are our onion strings. So little fried onion strings on top of that. So you can see where we're going with this thing.
I love it. I know where we're going, the gym.
And then one more of our coleslaw dressing there.
And it's just enough.
The salty and the sweet kind of really go really well with each other.
Oh,
so
that
we'll finish it off with the top of the bun.
Oh yeah, I would take a picture of this.
Just so people, how people take a bite and kind of want to slop it up with a little sauce.
2-ounce ramekin, hand it over. Really? Oh my gosh. Now if that came out to my table, I would definitely say, no one eat anything yet. I'm taking a picture. Look at that, guys.
People have a lot of fun with it. So when we actually did it this past week, and just the fun of going out and eating and having something to talk about. It's been really good.
That is really a chicken and waffles. And honestly, I've never had the true chicken waffles like in New York.
Right. Me.
But hey. I'd be pretty happy with that.
Not a bad version.
Southern version of it, absolutely. All right, so this is a lunch special, not necessarily on Restaurant Week, but you do have Restaurant Week starting up this week actually. And how much is it?
It's $19.99. You get a choice between a super salad.
Okay.
We have 4 entrees, and we end up having a piece of key lime pie or our peanut butter pie for dessert.
Oh, and this is your homie stuff because I already am eyeing it up right there. Come on, bring it right here. Bring it to Mama. That beautiful key lime pie. So it's $19.99. You get a choice of super salad. There's 4 different entrees to pick from. And actually you can check out their menu on the Chambers Hilton Head Restaurant Week, and they have all the menus there, but you can definitely check out their different options they have. But this you're showing us is one of the, my mom is actually a dessert person, so she wouldn't even care if you were filet mignon and whatever, blah, blah. She would be like, what's for dessert? She might even say skip the soup, double up on the dessert.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Before I come over.
Exactly.
I need to know.
So let's see what we got here. This is a beautiful key. Actually, can I show it before you
absolutely.
cut into it? Oh my,
And
that is,
yeah, it's pound for pound the heaviest.
I don't
key
mean to
lime pie
cover
on
you,
the
Waffle,
island.
but that is gorgeous, and it is heavy. So this is homemade, obviously.
Homemade, we do the graham cracker crust. We'd use Nellie and Joe's key lime juice,
Yes.
lime zest,
Yes.
sweetened condensed milk, and egg yolks.
And I'll tell you what, that's one thing that you can tell that this is homemade. And let me show it again, is the color of it. Right, Chef? I think you know when it's homemade because the color of the key lime pie is actually like a yellow tint to it. And we were talking about it earlier, it's because you're using real egg yolks, you're using condensed milk, you're using all these fresh ingredients, and you can actually see the little bit of zest that's in it. I love that. I can't wait to eat it. Okay.
And key lime pie is one of those things where it's not it's almost refreshing. So a lot
Yeah.
of people more go for it more.
Absolutely.
Being on the island, you see it a lot
I
of places.
think people actually like to come here and they get key lime pie. It's not something that you get up north. I mean, you
Right,
could get it up
totally
north, but you know that this is the real deal. All right, so what are we doing to dress
So we
this
got
baby
we
up?
got a little raspberry sauce. We're
And
just
you
gonna
just do
dress
just-
the plate there.
And that's something you can even, now, aside from this, we always like to give a few tips. Even with serving at home, you could do that simply with any kinds of sauces, and it
Easy enough.
makes it look beautiful.
A lot of times I'll take even a seedless jam preserve
Yeah.
and just put a little
Oh,
water and
yeah.
water it down
Shake
a
it
little
up.
bit, and you got your sauce right there.
That's a great-
Like really easy.
Thank you, Chef, for that tip.
Anytime.
I'm available all week. Well, not restaurant week because they're gonna be slammed, but
Seriously.
oh, look at that! I already have my fork ready. Oh my gosh,
Sweet.
Look how thick and creamy and delicious that is. Oh wow. Okay, I know there's one more thing. Oh no, there's more you're putting on there.
We're gonna do a little bit more. We've got a little whipped cream here.
Great, and this
We're
is your
gonna-
homemade whipped cream. I love it.
Yeah, but people it's amazing. All you need is a little heavy cream, a cold bowl over ice,
Yeah.
vanilla, powdered sugar, and just
It
whip
really
away.
is that easy, and it tastes a lot different. All right, and then you have that. I know you have a few other things. I know we're running out of time,
Yep,
and
we
my
got
fork is getting anxious.
That, our lime, and
makes
a
it look
little
so-
graham cracker around the edge.
Look how easy he makes that. That is absolutely gorgeous. And you get that with your restaurant week meal. And thank you so much,
You're
Chef. It's
very
been a while
welcome.
since we had you on.
It's
I'm
great
very
to be
excited
back.
to have you back. And remember, check them out. It's with the beautiful weather coming up. Also, Salty Dog Cafe down there at South Beach. And reservations? Do you have to make them?
you don't
can
have
just
to
call-
make 'em.
Okay, great. So there you go. Just walk down there, have a great time, enjoy what they have to offer, and if they have that for special, you're in luck. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, you guys. I hope you had a full meal today. I know I did. We touched everything. We've got appetizers from Gillan's. We had a beautiful summer dish from Trattoria Divina and Chef Hugo Lee, and then of course some beautiful dessert from Salty Dog. So you guys, just remember this summer, always have fun eating your way through the Low Country.